Рад быть здесь. Спасибо. Здравствуйте. У вас все нормально?
На Байконурскую землю. Куда стало ваше время?
Погода как нигде.
Спасибо большое.
Good morning. Fyodor Nikolaevich looks so serious. Is everything all right? Yes. Of course, we will be monitoring and we will check the recording.
Спасибо.
Привет всем.
Замечательно.
Так, ребята, по очереди уступайте место другим, иначе я вас не пущу. Сняли другие. Договорились?
Чего? Кому? Все, мы получались.
Очень хорошо видео, блин.
Ну да. Динамика какая-то.
Да, я как-то...
У меня 3 штук в Москве лежит. И смотри, но брать рабочий фотоаппарат. О,
Женечка.
A little slippery? You good? You good? All right, good deal. Хорошо.
Ну, не все, но то, что надо.
Стаканично совсем.
Да? В прошлый раз какие были данные? 29, 59, 26?
Сейчас мы скажем, что у тебя было. У тебя навряд ли было, потом А2.
2? Так он еще и длинный.
От паха и до макушки.
4-2 что-то.
4, это руки.
Сходится.
Тут сходится. Такой корпус изменили.
То есть объем
увеличился.
увеличился.
И от паха, и до макушки тоже увеличились.
То есть залазить легче.
Ну, понятно, да.
И можно еще человек сюда. У вас насколько ужин?
Ужин? Может, меньше.
Ты, наверное, не ходишь,
И там.
Где Крис? Спит? Как вентиляция? Нормально? Этим мы можем облюб, потому что тесно, можем облюб. Повредить люк или повредить. Если ты там что-то нарисовал, не говори, там букашку или там муху. Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
Это мальчик. Рождение ребенка. Да. Это мальчик, колоссальный. Потому что еще тяжело, знаете, на голова влазит, это мальчик или девочка. Да. Поэтому я посмотрел, я думал, что
На меня посмотрите.
Very short and very long. Yeah, if we take like long line, it's not well fit. Come on. They're gonna move this.
Хорошо, да. Успешно? Рома, мы здесь. Мы готовы помочь. Может быть. Они заберут группу, которая будет они мы сейчас будем садиться, наши на одной встрече.
А можно дверь закрыть, да?
Так, на меня. Первый капитан.
Привет всем! Привет!
На меня и рукой помашите.
Привет, это Герил?
Да.
Да. Хорошо. Ну а как, а? Настоящий прочим мне
То есть предупреждайте, что готовы получать информацию, что можно. Проверка самых важных моментов. Перед включением первого МГУ, второй, потом сразу шаг вентиляции включается только после...
Через сколько?
Примерно.
Well, what you see in there? Soyuz TMA. Looks good. Okay, shall we go?
Аккуратно.
Watch out. Watch out.
Лучше ничего, чем упс. Oh, this one's got no tie. Oh, yes, it does.
There is nothing better than these boots.
Хватит. Хорошо. Готов, Крис? Там.
All right, coming in.
Взять ему сейчас.
Ну, он сказал.
Он сделает, да? То есть ему надо отдать.
Chris, how did the final
Передашь. И тогда доктору
Excellent.
передай.
Feels like home. Feels very familiar. It's like a place I've spent a lot of time, but suddenly it's real. You know, there's like this little smile bouncing around inside of me that's ready to about burst out. It's almost time.
Tom, what's the feeling like when you see your spacecraft ready to fly?
Oh, it's the most exciting thing in the world. You see it exactly the way it's going to be, but you're focusing a lot because you want to see everything that you need right when you get into space and know where it is so you can access it right away. Very exciting enough.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Буквально 5 минут интервью. Там все.
Крис, говорят, будут
They say that there will be a whole plane from Canada of farewell wishes. There will be so many people to see you off. Well, as you know, we don't get to fly to space very often. I've been an astronaut for 20 years and I flew only twice. So I don't know when my next mission is going to be. So that's why there will be a whole plane of people to see me off. Besides, it's almost Christmas, so everybody is going to be exchanging presents because Christmas is a family holiday for us. And it is very important for me. I'm so excited about the mission. Put your hands together. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Хотя я говорю до этого, я и ГРУ проверил, и
Везде
там и вот анализ. Как вчера?
Милый сейчас.
Бульвар, Бульвар. По вам не скажешь. Самое интересное, что по вам не скажешь, что вы ящик. В одно вливается, в другое вливается. Вообще ничего.
Рез, закончим, вышли пока. Слава, рули, Слава. Давай.
Наступайте. Кто у нас самый умный, оказывается, доктор.
Так будет прикольно.
Это что такое?
А может быть, он это лучше.
Да, как
Потому что ничего, да.
оно само собой иногда сталкивается, когда собираются за столом и обмениваются.
Может быть, посмотрим. Я не русский, я канадец, но посмотрим, может быть.
Yes, you've been here in summer as the backup members, and now you're here in winter getting ready to fly. How does the feeling compare?
Первый раз за 2 недели.
The preparation for flying in space is excellent here in Baikonur. It's a long traditional process, and I think it does a really good job of getting the crews in a good physical and mental state to fly. So I think they do an excellent job of preparing us for space flight here in the Baikonur Cosmodrome and in the quarantine facility for physically and mentally. I think life is easier in summer. We can spend more time outside. You can go for runs outside, and I know that we're going to miss running in the street when we've been on board the space station running on the treadmills for 5 months. But either way, it's a nice, very well thought out and comfortable way to get ready for space flight.
Yeah, a little bit of isolation, but that's what we're headed for anyway, so it's a good way to start practicing those things. And actually the backup flow really prepares you well for this prime flow through the quarantine period. You know what you can do, can't do, and what you need to bring with you next time. It's a really good idea. And it's the, as a backup flow, it's very important because you're able to kind of see what you need when you come through for the prime flow. The isolation is good in a lot of ways. Get things done, finish up your administrative work for home, and a good way to prepare for an isolated place where we're going to be going to as well.
Yeah.
So.
Your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Is that right? Did you do something?
No, I'm waiting.
Потом доиграть. Идем дальше.
Boink. Not the GoPro on your head. Yeah, beautiful. Whoa. No hands. I used to love it as a kid. Alright, let's do it.
Потому что в горизонте никого не интересует.
This camera is portable.
Как ощущения?
Привык.
Это
По крайней мере, собираю.
Oh yeah. Turkey. Now say so. По-русски.
We're here in part of the training center in quarantine. Roman Romanenko, who's the commander of the Soyuz, is right now finishing up some orthostatic training, that is getting his blood vessels and his cardiovascular system ready for blood going up into his head, which happens to all of us when we get to zero gravity. So we're just kind of getting the body ready for that.
Как вкус. Yeah, for our friend. Right here.
You have your gloves?
Давай сфотографируемся здесь.
Да.
А вы за ракеты не хотите?
Не, а потом после ракеты. Вот ты забьешь. Не-не-не. Ты забьешь.
Сейчас без куртки.
Давай.
А на станции есть ощущение того, что зима или лето?
Do you feel seasons on board the station? Can it be cold, hot, or do you understand only from looking on the ground? But, well, we see it always. Sometimes in some places it's hot, in some places it's cold. We can see it on the Earth, but on board the station you can't feel anything. It's always very comfortable. The temperature is moderate, and all we need is just a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. There is summer and winter, but not on the station. That's why the crew members try to leave in winter. What do you miss in most of all, the sun or the snow? I think most of all I'll miss sun on the beach. But I do love snowboarding as well, and I do miss it because I couldn't snowboard at least a year before the mission. Yeah, at least a year before the mission, you're not allowed to.
The Expedition 34-35 crew, Roman and Tom and myself here at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. We are how many days from launch? 6 days from launch. It's a beautiful cold winter's day. Our rocket ship is almost ready, and we are almost ready.
And here we are in the column of the trees, where Gagarin planted the first tree, and every generation of astronauts or cosmonauts since then has planted a tree. It's a wonderful tradition to come out here and go for a walk.
Great historic place.
And happy Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Вот здесь проходит?
Да, да, пойдем.
Плотнее, плотнее.
Федор Николаевич.
Ребята, подойдите к нему.
I've been a pilot for my whole life, a fighter pilot and a test pilot. Been an astronaut for 20 years, and there is nothing like standing next to your aerospace vehicle, standing next to this rocket ship, looking truly at how it works, looking at the business end of a Soyuz rocket. It's a feeling like no other. We're going to launch soon.
Не все, надо было, чтобы я еще...
Туда заходим, раз разделим.
Здравствуйте, исторической части второго этажа. Да, а здесь сюда мы придем. Снять можно руки, вешалочка, пожалуйста. Так, ну мы рады вас приветствовать в нашем музее. Такая торжественная наша встреча. Мы вас
We would like to greet you here in our museum, and we would like to show it to you.
Я прошу, пожалуйста. Настолько был впечатлен.
He was so impressed, and although this record should not have been done and the page was torn out, but the historic truth prevailed and it was put back in, but the recording here about Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin to space remained. And
железнодорожного батальона от полета упала, и этот экспонат уникальный принесли к нам в музей. Поэтому...
Когда успели?
okay, let's look at some other items. There you see a very unique item, the penguin suit that was given to us by Mr. Vinogradov. Thank you.
Kind of tradition for the team members going on their missions from Baikonur. What other traditions are you going to follow on your way to the launch pad?
While we're waiting for launch? Well, we've accomplished most of them up to this point. Let's see, what do we have left? We're going to be meeting, there's just a few on launch day that are very significant, very special. And we'll be meeting with the administrators in a room, and our spouses get to be there. Just a very quiet, silent time. As you may know, Russians, before they go on a trip, they take a seat, they have a quiet few moments just thinking about the trip, and we're all going to do that as well. It's a very meaningful time with all the administrators to sit for just a moment and have a quiet moment. We'll then pass out into the, walk out into the walkway, sign the doors of our rooms as they've been doing in the past in the Cosmonaut Hotel, and have a blessing from a priest, as well as we're on our way out the door. And I guess the final one is when we say goodbye to our backup crew, when they are no longer officially our backup, and we are going to be going into space, and that's when we take the elevator up to the top of the rocket. That'll be really special.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck on the launch and the mission.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
We have a whole dynasties of space explorers. I would like to wish you good luck, and I am sure you know that even if you are in orbit, we can see you. Please don't think that you're alone. We are always close, and I would like to present you our traditional presents. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the backup crew. And of course, you know that. Of course, here you are. Just on the same day, on the 29th of August, Roman has his birthday on the 9th, and the other crew members on the 29th.
Так, коллектив. Так, быстро, коллектив.